The world moves fast, relentless, like a storm raging without pause. Words strike like arrows, chaos around you, and men seek to provoke you into anger, fear, or despair. But imagine standing in the eye of that storm, unshaken, sovereign, free. The power is not in controlling the world. It is in mastering yourself. Pause before reaction. Distinguish what you can control from what you cannot. Transform your anger into courage, your fear into clarity. The Stoics called it the power of not reacting, the calm in the tempest, the fire in the cold, the fortress of the soul. Follow these 5 rules, and no insult, no betrayal, no misfortune can move you. You will walk among men as the storm rages, steady, unbroken, unstoppable. This is mastery. This is freedom. This is the art of emotional control. The world moves fast, relentless, like a river swelling after a storm. It hurls words, actions, and calamities at us, and we are tempted, as men always have been, to leap into reaction, to scream, to lash, to be carried away by the raw current of emotion. But imagine another path, my friend. Imagine standing upon a cliff, wind tearing at your cloak, rain striking your face, and yet remaining still, unshaken, sovereign. This is not fantasy. This is the power of Stoic emotional control. This is the mastery of the soul that refuses to surrender to every storm that passes. Today, I offer you 5 rules, 5 pillars by which the soul may become unbreakable, the mind serene, the spirit invulnerable. These are not mere suggestions. They are laws carved into the foundation of human reason. Follow them, and you will discover the greatest of freedoms, the power of not reacting. Rule 1. Recognize the true enemy, your own judgment. The first battle is not with men, not with circumstance, not with fate. The first battle is within. The true enemy of tranquility is not the insult hurled by another, nor the misfortune that strikes unexpectedly, but your own judgment about these things. Imagine a soldier on the field. Arrows rain from the sky. Shall he rage at the archer? Shall he curse the wind? No. He adjusts his shield, observes the trajectory, and acts according to reason. So it is with life. Insults, betrayals, losses, they are the arrows of the world. They pierce not the soul, but the perception of it. Epictetus reminds us, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. The insult itself is indifferent. It is a labeling, the mental interpretation, the judgment that makes it poison. Recognize this. See your anger as a choice, not a necessity. See your fear as an invention of imagination, not reality. And in that recognition, you become free. The enemy is no longer the world. It is the untrained mind. Rule 2. Delay reaction, the power of pause. The second rule is simple, yet revolutionary. Pause. In the heat of insult, the flurry of provocation, the temptation to lash back, pause. Wait. Let time become your ally. Imagine a blacksmith forging iron. He does not strike blindly. He tempers each blow, observing the metal's resistance. Strike too soon, strike too late, and the iron bends, cracks, or shatters. So it is with the mind. The moment of provocation is the strike. Pause, and you temper your reaction. The fire of anger cools. The torrent of fear recedes. Delay is not weakness. It is mastery. In that silence, reason returns. The words you may have shouted vanish before they leave your lips. The harsh action you may have taken never touches the world. The power of pause is the power to remain sovereign over your own soul. Practice it, and men will rage in vain, for your mind has already risen above the storm. Rule 3. Separate what is within your control from what is not. The Stoics taught that serenity arises when we understand what is ours to command and what is not. This distinction is a third pillar of emotional mastery. Imagine standing in the center of a battlefield, chaos around you. You cannot control the wind, the arrows, the cries of men, but you can control your shield, your stance, your breath. The world will do what it will. Your task is to maintain your integrity within it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. The insult of a colleague, the betrayal of a friend, the ridicule of a stranger, all are outside your dominion. To allow them to disturb you is to hand over your fortress. Keep the walls high. Let only what is yours, reason, virtue, courage, dictate your inner state. This is the essence of Stoic emotional control. Sovereignty over the self. The world may rage, but the soul need not tremble. The power of not reacting lies in the recognition of control. Claim it, and all else is indifferent. Rule 4. Visualize the worst, a more fatty in action. The fourth rule is both brutal and liberating. Imagine the worst and embrace it. Anticipate adversity, insult, loss, betrayal. Picture the collapse, the failure, the humiliation, and then breathe. Accept it. Love it. Let it teach you. This is not morbid obsession, but preparation. Seneca advises, let us prepare our minds as if we would face the storm before it arrives, so that the tempest finds us ready. When the worst comes, the arrow has already been accounted for. The insult is a shadow you have already faced in your imagination. Your heart does not leap. Your voice does not tremble. Your mind is calm. Visualizing adversity is not despair. It is power. It is armor forged in advance. A shield against the chaos that would enslave those who live only in expectation of comfort. Through preparation, the world loses its grip. Through anticipation, you become unshakable. Rule 5. Transform emotion into action. Channel, don't suppress. The final rule is the alchemy of emotion. To be stoic is not to feel nothing, but to transform feeling into reasoned action. Anger, fear, grief, these are raw elements. Suppress them and they fester. Yield to them and they consume you. But observe them, understand them, and redirect them. Imagine the river, turbulent and wild. If you dam it blindly, it floods. If you ignore it, it erodes the banks. But if you channel it, you harness its power. So too with emotion. Let the energy of indignation become courage. Let the sting of insult sharpen your wisdom. Let fear guide prudence. Grief cultivate compassion. Emotional mastery is not absence of feeling. It is a skill of transformation. The Stoic does not react impulsively. He responds with discernment. He does not collapse under the weight of passion. He builds with it. Every challenge becomes a tool. Every provocation becomes a teacher. Every temptation becomes a test. And in this way, the soul ascends. The cinematic moment of mastery. Picture the scene. You stand at the edge of a cliff as a storm rages. Lightning fractures the sky. The wind tears at your cloak. Men shout in chaos below. The world is furious, unpredictable, overwhelming. Yet within you a fire burns, steady, unwavering. You breathe. You see the insult for what it is. Indifferent. You pause. You observe what you can control. Your stance, your thoughts, your virtue. You have imagined the storm, and you are ready. You channel the energy within, transforming fear into clarity, anger into discernment. The storm rages, but you do not bend. You are sovereign. This is the cinematic power of not reacting. The soul that masters itself stands like a fortress in the tempest. The mind that governs its passions becomes an unassailable citadel. The man who understands these rules does not live at the mercy of circumstance. He lives as the master of his own fate. Daily practices for Stoic emotional control. To live this fully, commit to daily rituals that reinforce the 5 rules. Morning reflection. Prepare for adversity. Visualize the challenges and insults you may face. Accept them before they arrive. Pause before response. When provoked, practice the power of delay. Count your breath. Wait. Let reason return. Focus on control. Continually distinguish between what belongs to you and what does not. Practice releasing attachment to outcomes beyond your dominion. Channel emotion into action. When anger, fear, or grief arise, ask, how can this be transformed into wisdom, courage, or virtue? Evening meditation. Reflect on your reactions. Where did you falter? Where did you master yourself? Learn from the day and fortify for the next. Through daily practice, these rules move from theory to instinct. The mind becomes a trained warrior, the heart a steady flame, the soul an immovable mountain. The rewards of mastery. The man who follows these rules will encounter life fully, without fear, without agitation, without surrender. He will face insult without rage, misfortune without despair, provocation without disturbance. Others may rage, others may falter, others may crumble, but he remains unshaken. His peace is his own. His freedom is sovereign. The power of not reacting is the ultimate liberation. It is not passivity. It is a command of self over impulse, of reason over chaos, of virtue over circumstance. It is the calm in the storm, the fire in the cold, the sword in the hand of wisdom. Final reflection. Let these 5 rules echo in your mind. Recognize the true enemy, your own judgment. Delay reaction. Pause and let reason return. Separate what is within your control from what is not. Visualize the worst. Prepare your soul for adversity. Transform emotion into action. Channel, don't suppress. Practice them daily. Let them become instinct. Let them fortify your inner fortress. Walk among men as the eye of the storm, calm, centered, sovereign. Let no provocation move you. Let no insult penetrate you. Let your mind be a citadel that stands against the chaos of the world. This is Stoic mastery. This is the cinematic power of not reacting. This is the freedom of the soul unshaken. And in this mastery, my friend, you'll find the ultimate power, the power to live fully, wisely, and unbroken.